You sick of replacing sway bar links on your Ford Territory? I'll show you a cheat code for free. I'm pretty sure you can hear that rattle. Alright, we're gonna fix that. Alright, got him jacked up, so I'll just buzz this wheel off and we'll get that sway bar link out. Now, I've owned this car for 10 years. It had the original sway bar links, and I've put 2 sets on since. So essentially where we live, they're only lasting just over 3 years before they start getting worn and rattly. So let's fix this one for free this time. Right, I might wire wheel this thread because that's gonna screw out so far and then bind up on the thread and just be painful. That is an Allen key socket inside of there. So you gotta use a spanner and a Allen key. And that's always this bottom one that wears loose because it's essentially trying to pull the ball out of the end of the cup. These top ones are normally fine. So it's this bottom one we're gonna fix. But we need to get it out first. Yeah, exactly what I thought, yeah. So just need to get Allen key for the inside of that to hold it. All right. What was that? 5mm. Bought a nice kin chrome set that goes in 0.5mm, which I've been caught out before. They're only short on the metric side, but the imperial side's a little bit longer. Yeah, perfect. Right, nuts are off. Now, just so you don't think I'm cheating the system, I've got 2 there. They're the set I had on before this, and I've already repaired one of those, and the other one was still good. So we'll take this in and put it in the vise, and I'll show you what's going on. Just whacked him in the vise. See how loose that is. The bottom one, or it's actually at the top, that's still nice and firm. It's just the fact that this one works by pulling on the end, and it has less surface area, so therefore it wears quicker. Where this one's getting tugged sideways. Yeah, they don't wear at all. There's little wire springs off of there, which I can't even see. There's one. Get off there. Trying to get this wire, trying to get this spring in there to unwind that little clip off. And there's a big one there. There we go. Can't even see the end of it. I'm just guessing. Now, got to get that boot up off over that big knuckle bit there. Oh, it's actually split. I might rob one of them. Nah, bugger it. I'll leave the old one on there. See how dry that is, full of dirt. Right, now that's loose. I'll oil it. Get some oil down in there. And remember, this is upside down in a minute. What's going on, dog? Mm-hmm. Loose as a goose. Now here comes the bit where we tighten it. What's that? 19mm socket, impact socket, nice and solid. Still loose. Still loose. Still loose. Don't forget a bigger hammer. Starting to get a little bit of friction on it now. Now she's getting tight. This one's taking a hiding. The one I did last night, I reckon a good 10 smacks, and that was good. It's definitely firming up, but I want to go so it's real tight. Therefore, it'll last longer. Oh yeah, it's getting good. I'm waiting to explode one of my knuckles. That'd be awesome. It's nice and firm. Oh yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. What I will do though is steal a boot off of one of those other ones, just so it's not getting dirt in there again. I'll keep the other ones anyway, because one's good and the other one I've fixed. I literally think that took longer to get that other boot off than it did to fix this. Now, I would never recommend to do this on ball joints or tire ends or any major steering components, but sway bars are, well, they're a safety device, aren't they? But they're not critical steering components. use this little spring. Oh, I used this little spring to get the clip off last time, simply just to hook in to separate it, which works well. A little bit fiddly getting in there, but that's it. All right, let's go bang it back on. Righty, just edited this video and realised I didn't really explain what I was beating the crap out of. So I was going to show you. Right, so obviously you've seen me bashing the top of this in. Now, I'll just draw a picture. Dodgy picture, but you can see the obviously ball and socket and the metal section around the outside, and on the inside between the two there's going to be some sort of material, whether it's plastic or some sort of resin or whatever you call it. Obviously that wears over time, and especially at the top, because the way this sway bar length on this end obviously just pulls in and out or up and down. Now that's upside down, so it's actually that way in the car. So when we beat on here with the socket, we're essentially closing or pushing down this top section, which in turn closes the gap around the ball. It's starting to get dark already. Put the nuts on, tighten up, bang the wheel on. Right, that's on. Literally took 2 minutes, if that. I'll pack these tools up, bang that wheel on, go for a test drive. It's getting dark quick. Definitely know that daylight savings is finished. I'll go for a quick test drive. Don't have to drive far, and I'll be able to tell basically instantly whether it's any good or not. What's behind me? Nothing. A bit close to the table. I could hear some rubbers squeaking. Probably upper control arms, I'm guessing. But that knock's gone away. Honestly, to be honest, I don't know how long it's going to last. Even if it's 12 months, I'm going to pull it off and give it a whack or swap one of the other ones on. It's still a money-saving scheme, I suppose you could call it. All right, that'll do. Nice short, sharp video. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in, and look after your mates. Hope you learned something. It's alright to be cheap.